Next what I'm going to do is show you how we can add text and format it. So format means how we change that text. So first thing you want to do on the left hand side is choose the slide that you'd like to add text to. So we're going to choose slide number 2. And you're going to click to add a title. You want to add a meaningful title. So keep it short. So it's kind of like a summary of what's going to be on that slide, but you want to keep it short and you want to make sure that it makes sense. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Home tab. So when you're in the Home tab, you can change the layout just like you would in a Word document. So if I select the title, I can go to the paragraph group and I can center that title. You can also, if you mouse over, you can see what these will do. I don't want columns, but what I would like to do is I'd like to change the line spacing maybe, or I'd like to align the text. So you have lots of different choices up here that you're going to want to check out inside the paragraph group. I'm going to go to where it says align text because I would like that to float in the middle. So I'm going to align it in the middle. I just think it looks nicer. And then you're going to click, you can either add text, or if you would like to, you can insert different type of information. What we're going to do for this one is we're going to just insert text. So I'm going to say bullet number 1, more information, blah, blah, blah. What I want to encourage you to do is not type out a bunch of information on your PowerPoint presentation. Or what's going to happen is when you go to give your presentation, your audience is just going to read the information, they're not going to listen to you. So the bullets should just be quick, maybe 2 or 3 word segments that help you to remember what you wanted to present, and they also will give your audience something to remember what you talked about by. Then what I can do is if I go to formatting, so I'm going to go to the Format tab, I can actually start to change what these look like. So if I want to change this box or this text box that the information it is, I can go to the Shape Styles group. I can expand that so I get the menu. Some of you might be used to using this menu from previous versions of PowerPoint. So if you feel comfortable with this, you can. Or what we can do is we can just use the commands in that group. So the first thing I might want to do is I think I'd really like to have an orange rectangle. So all you have to do is mouse over to see a preview, which is really nice. And then maybe the outline I'd like to be a little bit different. So I'd like to add dashed lines. I'd like the weight of that line, I'm going to go back up, I'm going to go back up to shape outline. I'd like the weight of that line or the thickness to be a little darker so people can see it. And then I just kind of like to change that. So why don't we make it really dark orange so it shows up, okay? If you wanted to, you could change the fill. So I can go to that text box. I could add a different fill color. I can add a gradient, which means it's going to change from one color to another. So it could start at light in the center and work outward to be darker. You can also fill that with a picture. So if you have a picture that you took on your own that you'd like to add in there, you could do that. Or you can fill with a texture. So if you want it to be water droplets, I can fill it that way. Okay? So we want to use these to enhance our presentation so that the audience remembers what we're trying to share with them.